We're now joined by Mark Pavlik after a great win against Ball State. Coach, take us through your thoughts on tonight's match and how you thought your team played.
Well, I thought our passers did a phenomenal job all match long. I mean, you hit over 400 and the ball was in the center's hands where we wanted it to be for 90% of the match. And I thought, you do that with us, and I think we're capable of making inexperienced blockers wonder what's going on. So I think the blockers did a good job. I think Luke Snyder did a fairly good job for his first start of his career, and distributing the ball. And, you know, I think we got into some ruts where we maybe overthought some things, but for the most part, I liked our physicality, liked our serving, really loved our passing, and liked our offense.
And Coach, talking about Luke, we saw you insert him into the lineup against Ohio State, kind of sparked that comeback. What made you today want to continue to go with Luke instead of going with Michael?
It was the same thing, ride the hot hand, right?
Yeah.
With what he did against Ohio State, and I just thought that this was an opportunity to just stay with a hot hand, and he did a good job tonight.
Yeah. And just get your thoughts. We're in such an era right now, the transfer era in college men's volleyball. What do you think that says about a player like Luke, who hasn't gotten a whole lot of starts, but he's coming back every year and battling?
Well, I think this transfer era in college sports really puts the onus on team culture. What do you want to do as a teammate? I think certainly in men's volleyball, I know all the coaches value that, and I think the players are certainly on our team. They want to make sure they work at it. Ask them 30 years down the road when you're sitting in your corner office, and a client comes in and sees a picture of your team behind you, what do you want to say? You're writing that story now, and I think across the board in men's volleyball, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create stories that everybody 1 through whatever on your roster is part of and feels valued and feels to be very important. And sometimes the role isn't something that they can control, but their attitude and how they approach every day in practice and how they approach their teammates can make a world of difference. And I think Luke's a tribute to that.
All right. And final question for you, Coach. Good win today. You got another one coming against Purdue-Fort Wayne. What was your message to your team tonight after the win?
Be prepared for another one like this. The Macedon crowd will be loud, and Rock will have them playing hard, and we've got to make sure we maintain our poise and just keep doing what we're doing. So expect another knockdown, drag-out fight tomorrow.